churches to supermarket, wherever we go, we are examples of what she has put on the inside of us. And a lot of times we don't take time to put back and nurture our own selves. And that's so important because we impact the community so greatly.
Not everybody wants to be a bodybuilder. Not everybody wants to be a runner. But find what you like to do. And I say to my senior ladies and men, don't forget, age is nothing but a number, and you can get fit.
Alright guys, again my name is Tony Willis. I'm with New Millennium Fitness, the official preferred trainers of this building. I'm going to rank up real quick and Bria, but to speak about my fit, while I finish eating as well, because I'm trying to finish it as well. I hope you guys enjoy it. Go back, I know this is open season, so I know a lot of people are working from home. Please go back. I don't care which company you're from, IBM, whatever the company is here, this is open to everybody, so go back and let people know. The next time, bring, because we're going to plan. We're having a boot camp at the beginning of the year. It's going to be $7 a session. Hope for anybody. I don't care what your level is. I can accommodate you, I promise. She can tell you.
He can accommodate you.
Promise. So, I'm going to let Ambria speak. She's going to speak over the food. After that, we'll come back up. I'm going to introduce Dr. Foster. And then I'm going to come up and close out with mine, okay?
Hello again. Are you guys' mouths on fire? Because mine is a little bit on fire. So you guys know a little bit about our food. I guys have tasted it. It's awesome. And it's health food. It's good for you. I work at My Fit Foods right down the road at 635 MacArthur. It literally took me maybe 5 minutes to get here. I'm the nutrition coach. So my background is kinesiology, personal training. So I definitely believe in the power of good nutrition and what it has to do for your health and your results, especially if you're working out. So what we do at My Fit Foods is make it easy for you. They come in these little containers like this. We have small portion sizes, medium portion sizes. All of our meals are made fresh every single day. So nothing's frozen, full of sodium and preservatives. Good food. If you are pressed for time or the holidays are coming up and I'm cooking, I'm doing all this stuff, running around, we can lose sight of the track. Oh, I need to eat several times a day. And that's really what we advocate, eating small meals throughout the day that are perfectly portioned with good protein, the right types of carbohydrates, and the right types of fats. All of our foods are low glycemic, so we're also diabetic friendly, making sure those blood sugar levels are stable all day so you don't have those highs and lows and crashes and mood swings, get hangry. Nobody likes that. But just like I said, it's convenience. And that's really why we exist and why we're growing is because some people don't have the knowledge. Okay, how do I portion this? What type of food do I put together? So for those people, we also offer a complimentary meal planning service. And in this, we call it our 21-day challenge. You eat with us for a 3-week period of time. We feed you breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So your 5 small meals throughout the day that are made fresh for you. You come in twice a week. 90% of my clients are here for weight loss. That's just our demographic. Everybody wants to come to us to make it easy. I do have a small amount of people who do want to gain weight. I have some cowboys that I feed. I have the cowboy cheerleaders that I feed. So I have a pretty good variety of people that I work with. But like I said, it is a complimentary service. We don't charge for that. I'll make you a meal plan to follow. It's very, very simple. If you guys have any food allergies, dairy-free, gluten-free, if you guys are paleo, we can accommodate all of that. You guys have seen the menu. We have a lot of different foods. And we change that up about twice a year so people don't get bored, because I've been there for 3 years and I'm just kind of sick of eating meal and turkey, but I still eat it. So yes, if you guys have any questions after it's over, I'll be here. Feel free to actually encourage you to stop by and see me. Our store is set up kind of like a grocery store. You just come in, open the doors, grab the meals that you need. You can eat in store or take it out. So
It's actually like the frozen food section of the grocery store.
Except it's not frozen. There you go. That's what it looks like.
I mean, yeah, but then they had the microwave and everything. But I really like, in this, I push this kind of covered. pushing you guys because it's not just so you're intelligent, but it's because I know that we live in a time and age where we're so busy. I mean, realistically, you guys have the time to do this, but realistically, you don't have the time to do this. You're not going to do it. I promise you. I've been in the business. I've been training for over. I started in '98, so 41 through now. So, and with my clients, I know, like even if they can start before too long, they're not going to start. I'll continue with this. So this is a plan to help you implement within anything that you have going on. That's what we're trying to really educate here, is to implement different things at different times, avoid your budget. Right now, the building is supporting you guys to help you guys try to afford to live a healthy lifestyle. You work for a health company, most of you guys. You know what I'm saying? If not a technology company, we have that solved here too. You know what I'm saying? We can accommodate everything on our end to help you guys live a healthy lifestyle. So, this is Dr. Foster. Again, he's going to come to you guys. He's with Blueprint Health and Fitness. He's going to come to you guys, talk about they're more of a chiropractor. He's going to speak on there, and then I'm going to come in and close out.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good. All right, so I'm going to just talk a little bit about basically how to survive the holidays without, like he said, you don't really gain a whole lot of weight, but if you don't want to gain any weight, give you some tips on that, as well as just general tips on how to be healthy during the holidays and throughout the year as a whole. So just talk about holidays for a little bit. I'm going to run through this kind of quickly. This is really more of an hour-long presentation, but I'm going to try to condense it as much as I can. So if you have any questions, just raise your hand and I'll answer them. But really the holidays are really only 3 days at this time of the year. But a lot of us kind of consider the holidays from November 1st all the way to January 3rd. But throughout that time, there are holiday parties, New Year's Eve parties, Christmas parties, Thanksgiving parties, ugly sweater parties, all kinds of parties where we go and we basically eat whatever we want to do. We sit for long periods of time, we drink whatever we want to. And so all these things are actually kind of destructive to our bodies. They cause us to decrease our immune system. They cause a lot more stress. So, and if you add in all the other holidays that we have throughout the years with weddings and anniversaries and birthdays and Memorial Day and Labor Day and President's Day and Secretary's Day, we can get a lot of holidays throughout the year where we're doing stuff to ourselves that we probably shouldn't do. And like Tony said, it's not just the holidays, it's what we're doing throughout the year that counts as well too. And so why do we get sick during the holidays? Probably one of the biggest reasons we get sick during the holidays is stress. This is supposed to be the happiest time of the year, but everybody tends to be really stressed out during these times of the year. And we also do make a lot of bad choices, like I said, with having poor function, poor nutrition, failing to exercise. All those things kind of accumulate together and help us have bad health. And so why is this important? They actually have done a few different studies, death rates during the holidays. They actually found that the 25th, 26th, and the 1st are the highest for cardiac deaths and non-cardiac deaths throughout the entire year. Like I said, like Tony said, it's not just those days that are causing. The problem is, throughout the year, your habits throughout the year that are really kind of coming to a head at that point and causing these things to spike during these times of year. So what is health? Can anybody answer the question of what health is? Anybody? Tony?
It's the homeostatic stability of one's well-being.
Yeah, that's a good answer. And I mean, if you look at these two actors right here, both of them very well known, and both of them unfortunately died at an early age. We would look on the outside and we would think that they're healthy, but health is really what's going on the inside. So this is the definition given by the World Health Organization: the optimal functioning of your body mentally, physically, socially, and spiritually, and not merely the absence of sickness or disease. And so that's really what it is. You know, a lot of people think that when you're not sick that you're healthy. And that's not necessarily always true. Health is not really, you know, a destination that you get to and you stay there. You know, it's something that we work towards on a daily basis. Eating the right things, exercising, not sitting for 8 hours a day at our desk, getting up periodically throughout the day. All those things help push us towards health and get us away from disease. So I'm going to talk about 5 principles, basically just to help you kind of stay healthy during the holidays as well as throughout the year. The first is function. The great thing about your body is that it has literally all that it needs to maintain itself, to fight off disease, to fight off cancer, diabetes, bacteria, viruses, all those things. It has what it needs to do that. We just have to make sure we give our body what it needs in order to function properly. And the number one thing that we have to do is make sure that our nervous system is working well. Your nervous system consists of your brain, your spinal cord, and your nerves. And those things are, or your brain specifically, are responsible for controlling the function of every part of your body. Heart, lungs, glands, skin, cell. Every cell in your body is controlled by your brain. And your spinal cord is actually surrounded by your vertebra, which is there to protect it. Well, what can happen is those vertebrae, they have joints just like your knees and your elbows. Those joints can become fixated. They can actually start to put pressure on those nerves. So it's almost like when you put pressure on a water hose, a lot less water comes out of that water hose when you put pressure on it. So the same thing with the nerves. You have those nerves that have pressure on them. A lot less information is getting from your brain to that part of your body that that nerve serves, and vice versa. Your body also talks to your brain and lets your brain know what's going on so it can get the correct response. So if those nerves are not being able to send out the right signal, or your brain is not able to get the signal to them, then your body's not able to function at 100%. Does that make sense? And so that's just kind of a diagram basically showing the connection between your brain and your organs and your cells and how the connection can be broken. And we've actually found that people who do get those segments mobilized or have those nerves freed up, they have an increase in B lymphocytes, which are responsible for fighting off bacteria, viruses, increase about 63 to 75%. It can get as high as 200%. So it's a good thing to just get your spinal cord checked, just to make sure that everything is moving correctly so that your body's functioning at 100%. And then this is just kind of a side note. During this time of year, a lot of us are coughing and sneezing. And if you do actually get a virus or bacteria in your body, you start to get a fever. And they've actually found that it's a lot better to let those symptoms run its course instead of running to take, suppressing drugs like cough suppressants or fever reducers. Because those symptoms actually have a purpose. If you're coughing and you're sneezing to clear your airways, your fever comes on to fight off the virus and the bacteria to try to kill it off. So there's a reason why your body is doing those things. So when you have those things, don't run out to the store immediately. Try to kind of fight through it a little bit. Let your body do what it needs to do to get rid of those things out of your body. Unless, there are those extenuating circumstances where your temperature does get too high, or you start having abnormal moods or stuff like that. That's when you should start getting medical attention for that. But if there are just mild symptoms that you're having, just try to ride them out and let your body do what it does. The next thing is food. And food is probably the most important thing I can say to our health, just because that's what our body runs on a daily basis.
It's 80% of your health.
There you go.
You don't need me. Realistically, you only need me if you're trying to really trying to add a little muscle to your body and everything.
Exactly.
But the saying, you are what you eat, people underestimate that saying. It's so true. It's so accurate.
Food is definitely the most important thing that we have to stress to people, because it can also be very destructive to you as well if you're eating the wrong things. And so the one thing that we all love to eat during the holidays is sugar. But unfortunately, sugar can actually increase your immune system and your metabolism for up to 8 hours when you consume it. And so when you add on the stress of the holidays, then basically you're just leaving yourself open to attack by any kind of virus or bacteria or anything like that. So decreasing your intake of sugar during the holidays is one major thing that you can do. Definitely increase your immunity. Also, your body has a very delicate pH balance. Your body likes to stay kind of in the neutral to basic range. And when we eat processed foods or foods that we see that have a long shelf life, those foods tend to push us or lower your pH and make your body more acidic. And things like viruses and bacteria and cancer and fungus, inflammation, all those things love a acidic environment. So that's why when you eat those foods, it puts you more at risk of having those things grow in your body.
Okay, how do you know if you're there?
How do you know if you're there? It's hard to tell without actually getting the test. And they do have pH test strips that really you just put on your tongue. And
Real cool. I have, and he was supposed to be here today. I don't know what happened. He didn't confirm with or decline me. I have a herbist guy. He has this thing to where, like, you put your feet in it, and it draws all, especially anything athletic, out of your feet, and it's amazing. Like, when I know that I am, I've been on my regiment, like, the water comes out real, like, somewhat, like, misty but clear. When I've been doing things that, and purifying my body, is real, it comes out all kind of funny colors. So, I mean, there's different kind of ways to let you know. I mean, that's one way. I know, because like I said, I've been going to them for years, probably over, like, I started in 2000 is when I started going to them, so it's 2014, so, and I started doing that, I guess, around, like, 2005, so about 9 years, and it's amazing. So you really need to pay attention so the deodorants, the colognes, everything that we put on really goes into our body, really makes a difference in trying to purify our bodies. So that's basically what we're trying to bring you here. All the things that we're trying to give you is things that you can pull off the internet, but we're trying to give you a different way and a different angle of looking at it. Our philosophy, my philosophy here within this building of how to look at not only your health, but your vanity. And so like I said, you don't really need me if you're just trying to live healthy. You just need to eat right and be active. Whether it's just getting up, walking the dog, mowing the grass.
But he's a great motivator. I've lost 60 some odd pounds since I started wearing. Well, I lost about 30 before I started going to him. So this last 35 came off with the combination of him and eating right. So, and I don't always eat right. I was just telling him I failed miserably this weekend at my family get together. So, but Tony's great. He's been wonderful.
And that's the whole thing. Like, my thing is to help you understand it's a lifestyle. And I used to work for Caremark. CVS at the time, it was Caremark. So I really have a vested interest in making sure the employees here, live a healthy lifestyle. Even where I work for the company, I live a healthy lifestyle. It's all about a healthy lifestyle. The reason I showed you guys the video in the beginning, age is nothing but a number. I've been trying to search for the fountain of youth ever since I was a kid. It's funny because now I watch my kids. I have my son game tonight, and I watch him. And it's funny how he's a fall off of me. He's trying to find that fountain of youth with me. I mean, he's not right by my side, but I know that's in his game plan. So, and I think at 41, I've done well. So my thing is just to share my information. I just have an enthusiasm for sharing my information and just giving people my philosophy. Because everything in life is all about priority. Like, anytime I approach another man, my thing to explain to that man is not to try to challenge his manhood, but to explain to him is that the difference between me and him is how we prioritize our life. And I feel like I've prioritized my life pretty well. I've been blessed. I've been And I just want to share that. I just want to share that and help other people try to prioritize their life, because I feel like regardless of what your higher belief is, that one of your top priorities should be your health. After that, family, you know what I mean? But your health should be one of your top, so you can take care of everything else. If your health is okay, everything else is going to follow right in line, I promise.
And the good thing about living a healthy lifestyle, like she does, is, when you do have a wedding like that and you fall off, that it doesn't affect you as much. And you don't have as much guilt as you would normally if you're already 8 without this 5 days. That's a good thing about it. And so here's a good holiday plan of attack, and this is, just tips, like I said. Eat normal meals throughout the holiday, and I'm guilty of this myself. Like on Thanksgiving, I didn't eat breakfast on Thanksgiving just because, I reached out of your routine. Every day I usually try to eat a good breakfast, but just because you're out of your routine, you're eating at normal times, and you may not eat but one meal a day. So try to eat your normal 3 meals a day throughout the day. If you're not eating 3 meals a day normally, then try to start doing that as well too. A fiber drink helps give you the feeling of fullness, but it also helps with your digestion. It helps get out a lot of that stuff that you put in your body. Green perfect food shakes, because a lot of the foods that we're eating during the holidays don't have a lot of vitamins and nutrients and all that stuff in it. Having a good supplement like a green shake will actually help supplement that. And then the order that you want to eat your food in is proteins, then veggies, and then carbs. And really what that's doing is just helping to raise your metabolism so that your body is able to process some of the carbs and the desserts a little bit better. The other thing that you could try is the carb cycle. This was actually created by Mr. America. Basically what it's doing is depleting your glycogen stores, which is what your body uses for quick energy. So you're basically fasting from carbohydrates for 2 to 3 days before you know you're going to have a big meal or a big carb-loaded meal. So
One thing, if you're going to fast, and again, Mandy, I can attest to this, you can attest to it. I NutriBlast. And Bray was speaking about this. I take all kind of things and I throw it into this and blend it. So I take it raw. Like I took half a banana, just washed off the banana, sliced it in half, threw it in here. The hull and everything, the rind and everything. Whatever, like grapes, take it off the rind. So if I do fast, because I believe in fasting, I'm big in fasting. So if I do fast, because you're trying to cut out, but you still need the nutrients. So with this, what I do add is different like little proteins. So I like adding granola protein. I add just protein, like I do Isopure. So I add the extra little protein. So when I'm fasting, the whole idea is it's a drink, it's a liquid. So the whole idea of fasting is purifying your body, not eating while you're. So it's the same little thing. But I'm still getting all the nutrients. I still have the energy. And Mandy can attest, I have a lot of energy.
Oh, yes, he does.
Especially since I started this, I have a lot. And I'm real big on pushing this. I'm going to really start trying to be a spokesman for it. So it's not a bad tasting thing. I really
No,
recommend.
he's talked me into buying one because he's been doing it for several months now, and so that's what my significant other and I gave each other for Christmas. Is we bought one, so I've used it a couple of times. I do not put the whole peel in it like he does.
Yeah.
I'm not quite that brave yet, but it has been pretty cool and it's very filling.
Yeah, and she'll work up to it. Because that's where you get the nutrients. I mean, and if you do, like I felt it right off the bat because I jumped right in. So I was just like, oh, okay. I already knew because I come from the country, so I already knew, like, that's my whole upbringing, that all the nutrients is in the skin of everything, like in watermelons and cantaloupes. And, that's just kind of my country upbringing. So with this, I've been looking to try to juice, but I didn't want to juice. So this the answer that I was looking for. So I really kind of look and recommend this if you're fasting. This is something to kind of save you, because fasting is hard. Whether you do it all day or whether you do it 8 hour or a 12-hour day, however, it's 16-hour day, however many hours days you do it, it's hard either way. So
I mean, you definitely want to supplement with something that's going to give you the nutrients and help you keep the energy up. Because if you're going to cut stuff out, you want to still maintain your daily life. But basically, what it's going to do is help the sugar that you intake not store as fat, but just replenish some of those glycogen stores. And so also you can just try some of the traditional holiday dishes. You can try some alternative dishes that still taste good. They're just a little different than what you might be used to, like almond cookies instead of chocolate chip cookies, chocolate bar brownies. Those are just a few examples. You can go to this website right here, dividedlifeblog.com. It has a lot of good, healthy recipes that are really good for you to try out. As well as water. A lot of people tend to forget to drink water during the holidays. Because it's cold outside, and when it tends to get colder outside, we tend to not be as thirsty, so we don't drink as much water. But water is definitely an important part of keeping yourself healthy.
oh yeah, good job.
Is that,
Yeah.
so everyone said 8 ounce glasses of water, but I'm like a lot hungrier than you are. Is it really like the same for everybody?
No, it's not the same for everybody. But the overall measure is like you say, between. It really is still about 8 ounces.
I think it's like 1 ounce or 1 ounce per half.
Well, my doctor
Body
told,
weight?
yeah, my doctor suggested I drink half my body weight in
Yes.
ounces,
Right.
which is more than the 8 ounces.
Right.
I'm like, oh, well, that was the wrong direction.
8 ounces is just kind of the
Yeah, so
baseline.
it's still a lot of water.
Yeah.
I don't care how you boil it down. So, and the final answer is, I'm sorry, Dolly, yeah, it's still quite a bit of water to have to get out your body.
Well, that cup that you have right there is about 16 ounces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so that's 2 right
so
there.
about
if you get
4
that.
of those.
So we drink 4 of those throughout the day. I mean, there's how many hours throughout the day? You can drink 4 of those in 8 to 10 hours.
So you know those little Crystal Light packet things too? Sometimes if you just get bored with the water, it still counts if you dump those in there.
Real quick. Let's go. I wanna, cause I know you guys gotta get back real quick. I wanna test your knowledge. Like, we have a boot camp coming up. Like I said, boot camp's gonna only be $7. I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna be out in the front, at the beginning of the year. We're gonna start this sometime, probably around January 31st. I know you guys want to get started around the beginning of the year, but I won't include the building, the whole building. I know it's open season, so I wonder if we start around the end of January, that gives around the time open season in March, then only 2 months behind leeway, behind time. So I really need you guys to spread the word out, so the next time we can have a much larger and more interactive. I want to take the test. I want to test you guys. I want to see who I have here and what I have here. So real quick, go through it. I'll open up your package. Just kind of
What was the website